A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect condition. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down to serious...
So we're up and running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Llorente. Jimenez. And it's Baina. Over to the left. Oh, great chance! It's anyone's ball now. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Nice control. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. De Jong. Pedri. Araujo. Balde. Rafinha. Balde gently done. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Deftly away. Throw it. João Cancelo, and they've got rid. And it's Olmo. This looks promising. Yamal. João Cancelo. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. That has found him in acres of space. Danger averted for now. And that's a throw. Balde, hit into the middle. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Pedri goes short. And here's Pedri. Llorente, aim forwards. Now it's Alvarez. De Jong. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde. Rafinha. Lookman wins the duel this time. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Llorente. Llorente drives forward on the overlap. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Koke. And here's Alvarez. He's well positioned here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Yamal. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Llorente. And it's played forward. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Olmo. Out to the left it goes. Balde. Lovely feet. Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. Rafinha. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alvarez. And here's Alvarez. Oh, he's in! Griezmann. Koke. João Cancelo getting this one clear. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. It's a lovely neat pass. Balde. Ambitious ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Koke. Llorente.
Barcelona are playing very deep here. They seem happy to let their opponents have the ball. They're not bothered.
And it's Baina. That's a nicely weighted pass. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Now it's Alvarez. Played out to the right. Lookman. He is just caressing the ball. Lookman tries to dink it through. De Jong. João Cancelo goes forward. Lewandowski. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Koke. Jimenez. Oh, good, starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. De Jong. Yamal played over towards the opposite flank. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Llorente did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Can he deliver? And he's there to clear it. Llorente, Lookman proves just a little bit too strong. Llorente, aim forwards. Araujo forwards and with intent, and they can counter here. Can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Back into the middle. Llorente. Oh, that's nice. And here's Alvarez. Oh, bang on target. They've played it short. Llorente. And that has been clubbed away. Baina. Picks it up out wide. That's good play. So who's he picking out? Baina. Griezmann.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Normal. Oh, there's a probing ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Griezmann. Alvarez made out to the left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's a good ball. Lookman. Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's neat. As Crossed into the middle. Cleared away. Griezmann with a shot! Yamal. Oh, Danny's asking for trouble. Alvarez! That was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Balde. Succumbs to the pressure. Lookman concedes a free kick for that. Tries to get it clear. Yamal. De Jong. Yamal. João Cancelo. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Llorente, quality ball. It's a quality looking ball that. It's just beyond his reach. Rafinha. Araujo. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Yamal.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The pass is intercepted. Rafinha. Kubasu.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And now the breakaway. Baina. A lot of space ahead of him. Baina. Defending of the desperate variety. Now, what about a counter-attack? Balde. Balde shifted upfield. Nicely intercepted. Lewandowski. Lenormand with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Jimenez gently done. Alvarez. Lookman. Griezmann. Great work on the overlap. Araujo tries to clear. Crossed in again. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. In again. That has been knocked clear. Rafinha with the clearance. Llorente. Griezmann played out towards the right wing. Llorente. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Dani Olmo. He can run onto that. That has been cut short. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, red. Nice interception. And it's Olmo. Cooking does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And the ball's come loose here. Cancelo. De Jong. Pedri. Played out wide, and it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. And he's there to clear it. De Jong. Yamal. Oh, good spread. Oh, nice touch. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Pedri! Alvarez. Griezmann out to the right. And he's managed to get free. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. And here's Lewandowski. Griezmann. Alvarez. And here's Lewandowski. Moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Yamal, Dani Olmo, Cancelo. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. It is a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Now that's well seen too.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Balde. That's been drilled forward. Griezmann. Okay, played out towards the right wing. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. And the shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
De Jong. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedri. Dani Olmo looks to get on the end of this. Baina. He's having a look round. João Cancelo. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Balde. Rafinha. And it's Olmo. Kubasi. Laid back in. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Okay, aim forwards. He's got away. Baina played with finesse. What a throw in. Pedri. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. De Jong. De Jong played up towards the front line. Baina. Baina on a charge down the left. Alvarez. Alvarez! Dani Olmo. Araujo. Pedri. And it's played forward. Lewandowski, now he's off and running. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Pedri. Balde. Balde doing full tilt down the left. Well, the ball's come loose here. They'll try to keep this alive. Rafinha trying to keep this in. Balde. Rafinha. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. And that has been cleared. Could be danger here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Rafinha. Good ball, he's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And here's Dani Olmo. Pedri. Rafinha spread out to the left. And here's Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. Out to the left it goes. Balde tries across. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. formation to go with all this possession. It's Bina. 5 minutes till the break. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Time to deliver. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Griezmann is offering a right smile there.
Attempts a clearance. Lukman. Koke chips it through. Bino's cross. Alvarez! Alvarez! João Cancelo. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha chasing after it. Jimenez. Llorente. Jimenez driven forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Araujo. Kubasi. De Jong. Yamal. That's been slipped through. Jimenez gets rid without sophistication. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Bina. Oh, lovely! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Defending, but that'll do. And it's Llorente. Plays it through. Llorente. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Do have a chance to counter here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lewandowski. Griezmann. Now it's Alvarez. Lukman. Llorente. Up towards the front line. Kubasi. There's the end of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. João Cancelo. Yamal. Nice physical challenge. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Griezmann. Lookman. Very nicely done. Played into space. Llorente. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Dani Olmo clears it away. Rafinha forwards and with intent. Played out to the right. Could move up a gear here. He is through here. He's free, he has got space. Rafinha! It's a loose ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Llorente, gently done. Kubasi. De Jong. João Cancelo. Araujo. Pedri. De Jong. Looks to the other side. Rafinha. Balde. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's Alvarez. Can he finish? And it's Koke. It's Griezmann! Out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kubasi. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Koke. Llorente. Koke. Llorente. That is lovely, and it's played into the middle. Cleared away. Now it's Lewandowski. Rafinha. João Cancelo, shifted upfield. Baina. Alvarez. Baina. João Cancelo with the slide tackle there. Oh, sweet feet. De Jong attempts a clearance. Yamal. It's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. Alvarez. Alvarez tries to thread one through. Played in by Lookman. And he won't reach that. Now Kubasi, and he goes cross-field. Balde. Lookman. Koke. The normal. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koke. And here's Alvarez. Out to the right. Looking here to chip it through. Goes for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. And that has been cleared. João Cancelo.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's tidy. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Griezmann. Now it's Baina. And here's Baina. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Kubasi. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Araujo. Llorente. Alvarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Moved on forwards. Over to the left, and here's Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. Yamal. Tries a measured ball. Jimenez gets it away. Showing good feet. Lewandowski opts to play it back. De Jong have it back and can go again. And it's Cancelo. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. Well, into the second half, and it's still got Lewandowski! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
And they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
The normal. Baina. Griezmann played out to the left flank. Cross in, looks like a good one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dani Olmo. Rafinha. Balde. And here's Dani Olmo. Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo. What shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Lewandowski. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Pedri with the short one. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pedri. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Bina. Oh, this looks sharp. Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. It's a pretty loose pass. Referee's given a throw. Bina. And here's Alvarez. Koke played out towards the right wing. Lookman picks it up out wide. Lookman gets the shot away! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Yamal. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goal-mouth action.
Koke. Jimenez. Oh, can he get onto this? Llorente. Alvarez. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. Koke. Jimenez. Griezmann. Lenormand. Rafinha. Oh, that's a nice ball. Cleared away. And the counter is on. Lenormand. Koke. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. That pass has been well intercepted. Jimenez. That's a look and place it forward. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. Llorente. And he whips it in. Firmly met. Aimed in towards the centre. That was very necessary. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rafinha. Lewandowski. De Jong. Probing pass. Jimenez attempts a clearance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Araujo. Pedri. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. And it's Balde. Balde puts a cross in. Out for a throw. Oh, robust challenge. Llorente. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Griezmann. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Lookman, and that's aimed into the middle. Pedri. Kubasi. Baina. Aim forwards. Now it's Griezmann. Over to the left. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Lookman. Played out to the right. Griezmann. Lookman. Lookman played out towards the right wing. Now it's Llorente. That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Kept the keeper honest. Kubasi getting this one clear. And here's Griezmann, and here's Alvarez. Oh, they could break here. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Balde.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Who's he going to play in? And the keeper has it. Llorente. Lookman. And it's Olmo. Yamal, it's a delicate pass. Cleared away. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Strong running down that left flank. That's a throw. Griezmann. Out to the left it goes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Yamal. That's an excellent interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Alvarez. And here's Griezmann. Now it's Baina. Looking for a decent ball in. That's the throw. Now it's Griezmann. A chance to play it in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Being repelled. Okay, he's gone backward here. Llorente. Okay. Llorente. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lookman actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cancelo tries to clear. Here's Baina, and it's played in here. João Cancelo with the clearance. Defending of the desperate variety. It's gone for a throw-in. He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Alvarez. Llorente. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. And no shortage of targets here.
Kubasi shifted upfield, cuts out the pass. The normal. Koke. And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. João Cancelo. Paul Kubasi gently done. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Kept it fizzing low. Weiner. Played into space out wide. Ooh, played through for the wide man. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Kubasi forwards and with intent. Dani Olmo, that's an imaginative pass. Lenormand gets it clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. And they've got a throw. And here's Alvarez. Weiner. Waiting for it. Araujo clears it away. Griezmann plays it short. João Cancelo gets it away. The ball goes in. And he's there to clear it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield.
Lewandowski has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Pedri, and it's Balde. Crossed into the box.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Okay.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
João Cancelo, it's a sharp pass. Weiner. Griezmann. Lookman. And he's there to get it away. Araujo with the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Balde. De Jong played into space.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Llorente shifted upfield. And it's Griezmann. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Rafinha. He can get that clear. And a play for a throw. Kubasi. João Cancelo. De Jong aim forwards. Yamal.
That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Koke. Moved on forwards.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lookman, and here's Llorente. Koke, out to the right. That's tidy. Great run on the overlap here. Deep cross. João Cancelo tries to clear. Big chance!
That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
De Jong, and it's played forward. Dani Olmo is onto it in a flash. Baina. He can run onto that. It's Griezmann! It's anyone's ball now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Lookman. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. And it's Baina. The referee's called play back and has booked him for the original offence. Yamal. De Araujo. Balde. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Now it's Lewandowski. The normal. That's it, they're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Into extra time we go. Baina. And here's Solot. A header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That has been cut short. Baina. And it's Griezmann. And he thumps it clear. Jimenez. Koke. Griezmann.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Araujo. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong, gently done. And here's Rashford. He is through here. Dani Olmo! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's good play. Now it's Lewandowski. Chance here to counter. João Cancelo. Kubasi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Rashford. Balde. Dani Olmo. And that has been cleared. The normal. Baina. Griezmann. And here's Solot. Into the channel. Baina has it out wide and in space. Defending of the desperate variety.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, this looks sharp. Jimenez is fouled. been won straight back. Played down the flank. It's a mighty effort! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. And it's Cancelo. It's a good run down the right. Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. De Jong. Dani Olmo.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
De Jong. And that is out of play. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Baina. Aim forwards. Surlot. Griezmann. Koke. Moved on forwards. Lookman. And the shot! De Jong attempts a clearance. Yamal. Pedri. Araujo. Balde. Pedri. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Jimenez. Up towards the front line. Pedri. Now it's Dani Olmo. Yamal spread out to the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Koke. Llorente. Lookman. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Rashford. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Dani Olmo. Balde. Looking for a decent ball in. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's the chance to counter. João Cancelo. And it's played forward. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cross. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dani Olmo, backward it goes. Chance to shoot! It'll be a throw-in. Jimenez. Koke. Lookman. Llorente. Llorente charging forward down that flank. Nicely shaped cross. And that has been cleared.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
That's really well manoeuvred. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. João Cancelo. And here's Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, I think for both sets of players now, fatigue becomes your biggest opponent. You know, when the body gets tired, the mind usually goes with it. Concentration levels are difficult to manage now.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? And it's Rashford. Dani Olmo. Balde. Rashford. He's in here! Chance for a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Baina. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Solot. Baina providing an outlet on that flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in execute.
Great chance! Well, the ball's come loose here. Pedri. Balde. Balde. Great run on the overlap here. Very nicely done. Played into the middle. De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Lookman. Now it's Solot. Llorente. Aim forwards. Pedri. Looking to break at pace. Moved on forwards. Now it's Solot. That's been slipped through. Rashford. Solot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Out towards the flank. João Cancelo. Can he finish? He wasn't that far away.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Challenge, and he has been fouled there, and he's going to have his name taken. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's hoisted clear. Koundé. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. And it's Olmo. Now it's Solot. So what can they make of this? Bina. Now it's Koke. Martin attempts a clearance and claimed it back swiftly. Llorente played back in. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, and just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Llorente makes the interception. played right into his path. Griezmann, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Koundé. Aim forwards. Caresses it through. Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, it's come loose. It's a quick ball upfield. Lenormand, oh, good-looking ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rashford. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Pedri. Over to the left. And it's played forward. That's been drilled forward. Calmly anticipates. Koundé. I think we're just about done here. And it's Rashford. Pedri. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Koundé. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from...
Could be dangerous. Tries a shot! Yamal.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Solot. Here's Solot. Lewandowski.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Dani Olmo. Rashford. Now it's Dani Olmo.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That's really well manoeuvred. Llorente. Jimenez. Llorente. Llorente making good progress on the right-hand side. Solot. Simeone. Still no way through. Griezmann with a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Tries a deft little ball. Al-Kubasi getting this one clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Koundé, nicely aimed pass. Simeone. Great defending, strong and determined. Martin.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Koundé. And it's played forward.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Moved on forwards. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining.